Alright, we're back over at the bike. So I'm going to try to put this on now. First thing I'm going to do is put this one over here. See if we can go in the hole this time. Yeah, look at that. It actually lines up close enough you can install it. Look at that. Okay. Next we're going to find our brake tee. Stick it up here in the front. Down low here. See how that lines up to anything over here remotely close. It almost makes it. It's close. Good start. More of a bend to it. Should be make it line up pretty close. Just a little bad angle. There we go. That should get me close to where I need to be with it. Okay, I got the other line where it ran off to. Be this one. This one I think ran underneath the motor somehow, or in front of the motor. It runs in front of the motor. It's not even close to fitting anything over here. I'm not sure how that's supposed to fit in here. Obviously, whatever we're doing, it ain't right. So here's the original one. Put it over here and see where it's supposed to sit. Looks to me like it goes underneath the motor. So that means you're going to probably have to put that in the bike before the motor goes in. Okay. So it's going to be coming up underneath the motor mount, like that, I guess. That ought to be tricky. Yeah, that's going to be real fun to do. Yep. No way of doing it on the bike. Not one piece anyway. So I'm going to take this line off. Sure, this is the official way of doing this. Oh, definitely got original torque on that. See, I'm using my 12-inch crescent wrench here to hold the brake switch, and then undo the line fitting. Alright, now we got this off. Go back over here, try to figure out how it goes in the bike. It's not fitting in here at all. has to be on top of that mount somehow. That makes more sense coming through like that. So we're on top of the frame over through here. Looks like it might actually be close to what it should be. Camera's going to fall over. So I'm coming right here behind the shifter with a line right there. Up on top. Looks like it might fit that way. This one here goes in there pretty easy that way. I'm sure we have to do a lot of bending though. Okay. Yeah, we're not even close. I think it goes between the motor and the bash shield. You can't go on front like this, there's no room. It's all bound up, nothing's working. We're not even close. See, it's supposed to be way over here, it's way up over here. There's no way this is going to come back an inch and a half, it's already against the motor mount right here. So it's going to have to go down here, between where my finger is here. Up between the bash shield, which is underneath here. It's going to go between the bash shield and the motor right where my finger is right through there. So it's going to have to go. So I'll have to pull the motor out. Better to find this problem now than later, that's for sure. It's going to be fun making that line fit. So that means I got to put the 4 controls on before I put the motor in the frame, because it'd be a bitch to work around that motor once it's already installed in the bike. Like almost impossible to do. Alright, wonderful. Let's see here. I'm cruising right along today. Can't see what I'm doing back there. So at least we only got mock-up bolts in here. That one's easier. These ones over here are tighter. Not much. Mosquitoes flying around trying to bite me. Okay, get the other one off on the other side. Motor's out. That was easy. Look at that, it kind of almost fits now. A little bending. Come over here on this side, you can see better. There, you can see a lot better now. All right. Trying to get these bolts to go in here, it's fun. All the misalignments of everything. Alright, tighten it up a little bit, loosen it up just enough I can move it. Okay. Rear brake line started again. Of course you can't see that. Okay. Brake switch disappeared. Get that in the hole. Okay, so we use the early style screw style brake switch. They didn't give me any screws. Oh boy, that's rare. Looks like that is going to be a very tight fit over there, but looks like it might clear. Put a little sealant on this because it's not an inverted flare. There's the appropriate tool, obviously. Not sure which one's supposed to be where. pretty sure it's supposed to be tighter. Let's see. Yeah. Not sure. I don't know which side's short or long on the brake switch is. Looks to me like I need to go another half a turn though. Yeah, there, right there. Oh yeah, I bent that up pretty good. Okay, I think we're close to where we need to be. Yeah, I can't hold all these things on here. Oh, there's where the brake switch is supposed to be. Ah. Wrong. I was wrong. A quarter of a turn too far. Let me just back it up a little bit. There's plenty of torque on that nut to not worry about it leaking. Guess I could have looked first. Alright, now. Problem with this is this is at an angle. This is supposed to be flatter like here. Which we're a little bit tight on my switch. So I'm going to want to bend this bracket just a little bit. Something's going to have to give a little, so. Brackets are easy to bend. Okay, that lines that up a lot better. Gets me underneath. Got a tweak in it. Another tweaking tool. Be this thing right here. Okay. That follows the motor mount a lot better. It's bent up a little bit. Got my original here to check the angles with. Looks like we're pretty close to the right angles. Okay. Tighten this up a little bit. Yeah. Easier said than done. That's that stupid ass oversized bolt screwing me out. Custom bending there. Cool's stupid ass oversized nut. Yep. Have to go there. Okay. See, it's where I need another third hand. I'm sure I'll do my third hand. Like that. That's how you get a third hand. Can go just a little bit more. And just a little bit more up. Looking about 15 different things while you're doing all these jobs like this. Make sure it's not rubbing on anything that matters, like not at all. The other one has come up a little bit. That means this is probably bent over a little bit. Okay. I gotta see if the primer will fit on here now. Still gotta plug that up with a plug. This goes around here. A little bend in the bend like that to clear the motor mount. I would think this is supposed to be inside of this edge here, not outside like it is, but the way they got it bent, the plate's gonna be right here. So this has to go on the outside of the plate, but I thought they went on the inside, so I'm not sure how that's gonna work. Actually have to put the brake on there to figure that one out. So these go over here like this. I got that figured out. Gotta keep putting more parts on the bike to get everything figured out. Nothing fits. Alright, so this is going to be here. We're going to probably wind up using the brake pedal plates right off of here. So instead of coming up the inside like I thought it was going to be, it's going to be on the outside, it looks like. We got room all through here. We're following the motor mount curve. When this pulls forward like this, we'll be good. The problem is we got a little tension on it, so there, I just bent it. Of course, now I got to rebend it again. I'll have to do that off camera. Got to bend it here to bend it forward. Alright, well, get that. You want the lines to be under no load when they're mounted. So this one here, we're not hitting on anything here. So it's free on everything. We're tight up in here. We got to see if the primer is going to fit back on top of here and clear everything. That's the next test to look at. So right now, everything else is looking good. Alright, so we don't have the motor in here anymore, but we still have the primary cover. And we did not change the tranny, so That should still be good. Haven't changed out this bearing yet either. Doesn't like that. So here's our top view. Everything's coming down and clearing everything. So let me get my tripod again. When I'm all done, we'll lay the motor back up in the frame and make sure it clears everything again. That'll be tomorrow. Pick up all the brake control stuff to put it together, I guess, now. I figured you do all this stuff in half a day, and it's been 3 days now, so. Oh well. Takes what it takes, right? 4 nuts. 4 flat washers. Camera's loose. Let's see, socket. I'm going to work it off this bearing, so I'm kind of jiggling a little bit of them going on. Okay, that went all the way on. There we go. And it kind of rotates. Okay, now we get to see what we got to deal with under here. Ooh, big problem. Oh yeah, that's not good. Oh yeah, that's definitely not good. Yep, that's pretty bad actually. Okay, we're hitting hard up in the front here. To bend that up a little. Okay, we got some issues here. We got a lot of issues. Okay, first one is we are hitting pretty hard on here. We can get off the primary cover. So I got to redo this bend a little bit, flatten this one out, bend that one down. Big problems back here. The line is jammed between the frame and the fitting there. That's got to be bent back down, get underneath this and on the outside of that. 'Cause that's supposed to be a hose back in there, going on there. So that's in the wrong spot. Underneath we look like we're pretty good clearance wise. So this I'll bend it while it's on the bike. This one here I got to take the primary back off to get this one out of the way. That's definitely so you crunch a line and make it worthless real quick. Probably should have checked it more closely before I jammed it on there. But yep, thing. I missed my hole. Oh well. I don't think we damaged too much. We definitely did not help it out any. That's what I was jiggling on. When you're jiggling on a little bit of time, it doesn't. You can feel if it's a hard stop. And let's get the pulls off. Okay, get the razor blade out of the way. We are free and clear of that line. Okay. Good job for the nose picker. Get behind the line down low under there and get some clearance. Back here you can see a little bit maybe. Alongside the tripod. Ooh, I'm in the picture again. How'd that happen? Alright. Probably can't see very well, but anyway, right under here is where our problem is. So I gotta work around that. So hopefully nose picker can get in here and move the line out of the way. It's pretty tight in there already. Okay, that kind of rolls it across the back of the cover there, among other things. Still kind of a rubbing situation, which I don't particularly like, but it's going to have to just rub there. Okay, I go to the front up here, pretty much do the same thing, kind of bend it around and resculpture things a little bit. Alright, need something big, like that. Yeah, bigger than that. Alright. Back over here. Need to get clearances up under here. Can't really see very well, I imagine, but under here is the problem. Drop this thing down. Look at that. You didn't get fancy with this thing, did you? Okay, so now I can jam the big screwdriver up under there, but I got to get this bow out of the bottom here, which will give me some length and kick it back. But I need like a tire iron to do that. Better access on this side. So, jam one tire in there, like that. And come up underneath to the other one. Bend it up. Out. We got room. up under there. I don't know if you can see up in there very well, but you can see how there's all two up under here. Now there's a lot of room. So in the back over here, yeah, it happened. So when I bent that up, tripod's in the way. Tripods are a pain in the damn ass. Okay, so I stuck a tire iron there, and I stuck another tire iron up under here and bent this up. That's why there's a hard crease right here. That's where the tire iron was at. So we had this one here jammed in right like that, and I took the big one and jammed it up under here and lifted up on it. Got clearance all through here. Now when I did that, it made the line longer, so it pushed it all the way back, and we gained clearance back here. So now we're not on the primary right there. We are hitting down here, right under there a little bit. It's got tension on it, so there's not much I can do about that. It's going to be kind of rubbing against that. I can't stop it. There's not a lot of room in there to get it off that area. So all I can do is try to come up here where my fingers are at under here. Try to shove it up and bend up a little bit like that. It needs to be bent right here. Just a little hard bend right there, and that would take the load off it a little bit. So anyway, that's going to be pretty hard to do. So I'm not sure if I can even do that. And it's going to be kind of rough getting in there with anything. Let's see, what can I jam up under in there? Screwdriver. Small screwdriver will get up in under there. Small screwdriver. No, it doesn't quite get in there. The lift is still in the way. Okay, maybe maybe a longer screwdriver. Yeah, that'll work. Jam that one in there. Jam that one in there. Do a little tweaking on it. Now a little something over here, like a tire iron. And kind of bend it like that a little bit. I took a lot of it off. Now it's just light enough it'll rattle. So probably want to have to put like a zip tie on the frame to hold it off the frame right there. Yeah. Well, I think we just put one zip tie right under here. That'll take the load off of it. It won't rattle anymore. Primary going on off like it's supposed to. Not to worry about hitting on anything. So I think that'll be the. I think that's going to be the ticket. One zip tie right there. We're good up through here. We got clearances on everything else. We got clearance. And the rattles right there, and that zip tie will take care of it. All right. Good thing they invented zip ties, huh? Okay, now we got to deal with this area over here. Oh, okay, that's what happened. The whole damn T bent when I did that. I wasn't expecting that. This whole T rotated back quite a bit. So when I rotate that back forward, it's going to change back there again. But we're going to have to move it forward. Constantly making changes back and forth, back and forth. Alright, there you go. You kind of see what I'm going to be working on right now. I'm going to bend this forward right now. Like that. And as expected, that moved the line right back up into where it's tight on everything. And now you got this back here where it belongs now. of that problem. If I bend this line down a little bit, it'll help on the problem with this being too far up, which will help the other issues. So that means I got to loosen this up a little bit. Hold this down a little bit. Palm right there. Bend it up. Drop it down. And tighten it. Need more tools again. I need that third hand I don't have again. Let's see, how am I going to hold it this time? Primary cover's in the way this time. Damn mosquitoes. Okay. Okay, I think that's good right there. Primary clearance came back on the bottom. Down here a little bit. So you can see how we got our clearance back through here again. We're clearanced over here under the motor mount. We bent it to fit around the sculpture, cut that. We are definitely got to work out here once we get out to this side, which will affect everything else. You can see the lines laying on the bottom there. Now let's go back and see what is screwed up back here on the rear here. I'm sure it did something back here. Oh yeah, we're back hard against it now. But same deal, I'll put a zip tie on it, we should be alright. We just don't have as much clearance like we had right here. This line was a little bit shorter than the original line, and it's hurting us right now. If it was another 1/8 of an inch longer, it would give us enough clearance, but we're not, so we're not. Oh, I see another, well, they do that for drain, I guess. Oh well. Alright, so I think I can live with that. We got our switches right here. The wires were underneath here. Here's our original 2 wires right here. So these come out like that. Go boom, boom, 1, 2. That's how they were laying, so that should be where they go. You can see how the original brake switch is laid out the same way. So that should all be good. Alright. Until we can actually get the pedal on the front, we're pretty well done with that mock-up. On that. And the case should still clear here. We got that little room for that step right there. That's why I had to drop it down below the surface here. Pull back a little bit. I just gotta be careful about being too far back. We're gonna get back. We're gonna get into this case here, and I think that edge right there is gonna be a problem. So I'm gonna take that and die grind that edge right out of there. I'll do that tomorrow. Get that smoothed up so the line can sit right through there. I think that's where the passage we're coming through is right here. Assuming that's where the original one was at. Not sure. Anyway, we'll play with this some more tomorrow. For now, we got what we got. It seems to be fitting. At least that part of the line is. This side over here, they got issues. But anyway, we'll work around them. Alright, that's it for now. One custom brake line installation is half done. Good enough for now. Alright, so much for going home early. I had to see if this line's going to work, so I went ahead and ground the bottom of the case and installed it. So now we can see what we're dealing with under here. So right now the tube has got a gap on top here. The line's being forced down right now. So it's got pressure on it. So on the other side of the case there, it's hitting on it. So I'll have to put a little more of a step bend in there. So coming down through here, it's obviously laying on something. I have to figure out what it's hitting on, but it's hitting on something. Put a little tweak in it, and then it should go straight across without hitting on the case. I can always put a little piece of rubber hose in there like I did on the back bracket here. And cut a hose like this, stick it around that tube, and then it'll slip inside the case there and not rattle at all, which is kind of what we want it to be, no rattles. So anyway, at least I got that part done. And the primary went on pretty good. It's getting broken in now. It's going together easier and easier. So anyway, another half hour of wasted time. Oh well, way it goes. Yeah, we're getting out here early tonight. It's only 8:30. Not bad for a Sunday. Alright, we'll get here only half a day today. We're going to do about 4 hours of posting videos tonight. I'll do the rest of my day off. Alright, that's it for now. I'm out this time.